Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for August 2nd, 2024, from the book of 2 Timothy, Fleeing Temptation, Pursuing Righteousness. Previously, we heard Paul focusing on the call to be vessels of honor in God's house. Paul emphasizes the importance of cleaning ourselves from dishonorable things to be set apart for God's use. Paul encourages believers to pursue holiness and readiness for good works. Paul concluded by reminding us that our preparation and purification are ultimately God's work in us through Jesus Christ. So, let's continue with the book of 2 Timothy. From 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 22. So flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. These words, inspired by the Holy Spirit, offers us a powerful teaching and a clear direction for our Christian life. So let us examine this verse and the implication for our lives. First, we are called to flee youthful passions. And the Greek word for flee, which means to run away, to escape, shouldn't surprise us. It's a word of urgency and immediacy. Paul is not suggesting a casual stroll away from temptation, but a desperate sprint. Why? Because our sinful nature is strong, and the temptations of this world are ever present. These, quote, youthful passions are not limited to the young in age, but to all who are young in faith or susceptible to the impulse desires. They can include lust, anger, pride, or the pursuit of worldly pleasures. But fleeing is only half of the equation. Paul doesn't leave us running aimlessly. He gives us a clear direction. Pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace. The word pursue, which means to run swiftly, to catch a person or thing, to press on. It's a picture of an athlete straining toward the finish line. Righteousness, faith, love, and peace are not passive qualities that we receive. They are active virtues that we must chase after with all our might. Righteousness is right living before God and man. Faith is trust in God's promises. Love is selfless service to God and neighbor. Peace is harmony with God and others. But we are not called to run this race alone. Paul adds, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. The Christian life is not a solo sport. It's a team effort. We need the encouragement, accountability, and support of fellow believers who are earnestly seeking God. So this verse encapsulates the daily struggles and joys of the Christian life. We are simultaneously saints and sinners, as Luther taught. We must constantly flee from our sinful nature and pursue Christ-likeness. This is not a one-time decision, but a moment-by-moment choice to turn from sin and turn toward God. Yet, we do not do this with our own strength. It is God who works in us, both to will and to work for His good pleasure. The same grace that justifies us also sanctifies us. As we flee sin and pursue righteousness, we are empowered by the Holy Spirit and covered by the righteousness of Christ. Dear Christian friends, let us take Paul's words to heart. Let us flee from all that dishonors God and cling to all that glorifies Him. Let us run with perseverance the race that is marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for listening.